It's just going to be a quick review of two cheapies I picked up. One of which I was surprised, one that I have not tried yet. It's going to be first impressions. The other one I tried out in the store. I just sprayed it once. I went to TJ Maxx, and I instantly was reminded of another fragrance, so I ended up picking it up. And I'm going to review that here. The two fragrances that I will be reviewing are the Rich List. I don't even know who makes this. It doesn't say. It just says on the bottom, it's $12.99 first of all, but in the bottom it just says, I don't know if you can see, made in the USA, ingredients, parfum. So, I have no idea. I tried to look this up. I couldn't find anything. I'm going to look real quick one more time. I don't know. I was honestly kind of really surprised with just the all-around lack of information on it. Okay, so yeah, nothing comes up. But I'll go ahead and spray this. Look at that atomizer. Nice atomizer. And as soon as you spray this, you're instantly reminded of something. And that something is Parfums de Marly Layton. This is a clone of Layton, without a doubt. You immediately get this burst of lavender, spicy vanilla. It smells just like Layton. It smells very good. As it starts to dry down in the mid, it gets a little spicier than Layton does, but then when it gets into the dry down, it smells very identical. Obviously for $12.99, the ingredients aren't, you know, up to par with Parfums de Marly. It does smell slightly synthetic, but I had reviewed another alternative that we had talked about before. That was the U.S. Army Intense. So U.S. Army has their own fragrance line. A portion of the donations go towards the Army. And their Intense version is a Layton clone as well. Now, around the time I reviewed that, they used to be available when I picked it up for about 20 bucks. After that, they just sold out everywhere. Not because of me, it was because it was word was getting around at the time that it was a clone of Layton. I don't know if you can find them now. I know when I checked, when I put that video up, they were nowhere to be found. They're sold out everywhere. So, if you're looking for a cheap Layton clone and you can't find U.S. Army Intense, stop by your TJ Maxx. It's called the Rich List. $12.99. Like I said, it smells. It smells like Layton. I sprayed my arm when I was in the store. I can still smell it. It's not like super strong. It's a skin scent, but it's still there. So you at least get, I don't know, 3 hours out of it so far. For $12.99, I'm not complaining. It smells good. I mean, again, it's a Layton clone. So anyway, that's really all there is to say about that. It's straight up Layton clone for $12.99. Kind of tacky bottle. Don't know the brand. Can't find any information on it. But there you go. The next one I want to review, I had seen before, and I've been interested in just because of the notes, and that is Ocean Pacific Storm. Supposedly an eau de parfum. It was also $12.99, so I have my doubts as to how long this is going to last. When you look up the notes, it seems to resemble something. The top is bergamot, pineapple, lemon, grapefruit, marine. Mid is rose, geranium, jasmine, herbal, lavender, oak moss. And then the base is tonka bean, sandalwood, cedarwood, amber, and musk. So obviously it has some overlap with Aventus, Great Aventus. Pineapple and bergamot are both in there. Roses in the mid. Pineapple and bergamot are both in the opening. There's oak moss in there, as well as woods and musk. And then you also get tonka bean, which is probably kind of taking the place of vanilla. But you also have the addition of lemon and grapefruit and marine notes, as well as some other notes that are not in, you know, Creed Aventus. So it makes me kind of very intrigued because this sounds like a more aquatic, as the name kind of implies, Ocean Pacific Storm, more aquatic version of Creed Aventus. So that certainly sounds interesting to me. It's got more aquatic and also a fruitier, potentially, Creed Aventus as well, because it has additional, you know, citruses and fruits in the opening. So let's give this a try. $12.99. So, you know, if it's at least passable to wear to the gym, then I'm okay. Here's the box again, without the cellophane, so you can see it better. It's a pretty cheap box. Was not expecting much from it for the price. Normal insert in there. Actually, for $12.99, it's pretty well held in. There's a presentation. Too bad for the money. Nothing on the bottom or back, just a sticker on the front. Plastic cap, plastic insert, very lightweight. Alright, let's see how it smells. I want to make sure there's nothing on this one. No. Not a bad atomizer either. I'm going to give it a sec, because usually these cheapies are very alcoholic. I will say this isn't. The Rich List does not come off super alcohol-y or anything like that. I was very surprised for $12.99. Alright, let's see. Okay, so this resembles more of Invictus Aqua than Creed Aventus. You immediately get that sweet bubblegummy kind of vibe, that grape bubblegum kind of vibe, in the marine notes from it. It honestly smells more marine in the sense that it smells more like the actual ocean, more sea-like than Invictus Aqua. But it has that bubblegumness to it. I'm not really getting a whole lot of the oak moss. It's not, as it starts to kind of settle though, that marine accords really kind of gives it more of, I guess, a more wearable to me vibe, because it's not really as sweet. It is, when you first smell it, it is, but there's more going on in the background. But it is very much going to, you have to like Invictus Aqua, you have to like those kind of fragrances, because that's clearly what the route this was going. It smells good though. It doesn't smell cheap. I'm going to let it sit for a minute, see if it changes at all. I'm also going to go ahead and spray it on my skin. I'm not upset for the price. Now, I don't know what performance is like. Ooh, on the skin, it's a lot better. So when you spray it on the skin, you can get more of that, the citruses in the opening. They're really kind of popping at you. I could see this being really good in the high heat. I'm going to actually look up Invictus Aqua, because I am not familiar with the notes off the top of my head. I'm wondering if this is supposed to be a dead-on clone of that. It smells like there's more going on. Grapefruit, violet leaf, sea notes. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more going on than that. They both do have some similarities. But it is that kind of route, okay? So it's going that route. It's going to remind you of Invictus Aqua, so you have to be okay with that scent profile. But man, I mean, this is not bad for a cheapie. Not bad at all. Again, I don't know what performance is going to be like, so I'll update you all on that. But if you got this and you like Invictus Aqua, you're looking for a cheap alternative, $12.99. Again, I think it's more marine than Invictus Aqua. I think it's got more of that kind of marine smell. It's also, in a way, I don't want to say more complex, but it's got more to it than Invictus Aqua. You're getting more than just that kind of like salty grape bubblegum vibe. It certainly doesn't smell like Creed Aventus. Let me smell the strip. If I can smell it. Not really smelling the strip right now. Could be because I'm smelling it off my arm, or it could be the performance is really that bad. I'm still smelling it off the arm. Again, it's supposed to be Eau de Parfum concentration. I don't know that it is. $12.99 though, it's not bad. It basically is just a kind of slight tweak on Invictus Aqua. But I like it. I do like it. I'll let y'all know if it changes at all in the dry down in the comment section. Again, you want a cheap latent clone, pick up this, the Rich List. $12.99. Doesn't smell cheap either. I mean, it doesn't smell synthetic, but it doesn't have that alcohol blast in the opening that really, usually cheap fragrances have. Again, it says parfum on the bottom. I don't think it's a parfum. I mean, look at the information they give you. Ingredients, parfum. That might be just them being like, aqua, da-da-da. Who knows? Who knows? I wouldn't put much faith behind that. That said, like I said, I can still smell it on my arm.